Welcome back to Palm Valley, where the ferns are fabulous, the palms are dramatic, and the mealybugs, well, they're today's villains. Stick around because this week's tropical soap opera has it all: pest, palms, and plenty of plant drama. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my channel. How is everybody? It is a little crazy out here today. I have a hurricane hitting, and no, it's not actually hitting New York. It's off the coast of New York. We got very lucky. I think there's high waves on the ocean. Out on the river, I don't even see anything really going on. I thought we would have a lot of wind today. There's basically nothing. We just got a lot of rain yesterday and last night, which I'm really thankful for because it has not rained here in a while. Last week when I was driving to Boston, I drove about a mile south of here and it was pouring, but it never got to my house. So I have been watering like crazy, and I mean like crazy. And luckily I have well water, so I don't have to pay for the water here. It all just comes out of the well. Sometimes I complain about that, but in the summer, I'm really thankful for my well water. Filled up my pool, filled up my pond. We're all good. The trains are really loud out there right now. I can't win when I'm trying to video. It's the train that goes to New York City. It's the commuter train. So there's a little town over there that there's a road that crosses, and the train has to blow its whistle before it goes across this road. So if you hear them constantly in my videos, that's why I don't even notice until I'm videoing, and then it like drives me a little crazy. Today, I am going to show you aspects of my garden from earlier in the week and now. So you're gonna get a little bit of sun, a little bit of clouds, and then if you stick around almost to the end, I'm having a little bit of fun. Not the very end, not my conclusion, but right before then. So if you're skipping to that, that's where it is. I try to have fun on these videos so that they are entertaining. Sometimes when I'm watching gardening videos, I'm a little bored, even though I love the plant content. And so I try to add some entertainment, not so much midweek, but on my Saturday ones, I try to be funny. Notice I said, I try to be funny. Let's go dive right into the garden. I've got some problems that I need some help with, and hopefully you all can chime in with it. This is the nice sunny day before the rain from Hurricane Erin comes tomorrow. And I need rain badly, so I am not complaining about it at all. All I do is water right now. We haven't really had a good rain in probably 2 weeks. And I'm really surprised that the hill looks as good as it does, because usually when there's not a lot of rain, the grasses start looking a little sad up there. But I just want to show you over here. This gigantic sunflower is just fabulous, even though I don't really like it in front of my Sylvestris. But it's up so high. I mean, it's probably 7 or 8 feet tall up there. Really nice. But such a beautiful day. The water lilies are all blooming in the koi pond. The lilies have really spread this year for some unknown reason, maybe because it's so warm, but they are slowly taking over the pond, which is fine. It gives the fish more protection. I have been looking at my tree ferns, and if you've been following my story, I don't really know the exact species of these because they were given to me by a friend. But this one, even though it is leaning in the pot, has lots of growth on it and looks really good. This one doesn't look quite as good, and it's in the ground, and I kept thinking, well, maybe it's just adjusting to the ground. And then yesterday I started really looking around, and I found Mealybugs, and I did spray rubbing alcohol on them, but here you can see they are existing in here, and I hate them. So I'm wondering, do any of you, and they probably look really bad right now because I sprayed them with alcohol, I'm hoping they're dying, but do any of you have a great cure for mealybugs? I would love to know, because I want to get them off this plant. Now this one's going to stay out here this winter. I just have to figure out my winter protection, but they're definitely on this plant. They were on the plant last winter inside, so I'm not shocked that they're here, but this is so annoying that they're back. I thought they were gone, and they are back. I do feel like the Gunnera slowed down, and you can see some of these leaves are getting a little black, and I don't see new growth really at all. So I'm wondering from all of you, is this normal for a Gunnera at this point in August? Is there something I did wrong? It looks good from the top, but there's just not a lot of new growth coming up from the crown there. So I'm curious about that. If you can let me know. These seeds on my camerups are still green. I'm waiting for them to get darker. It may be a while, but at least I have seeds. The rainstorm really helped with everything, because rainwater is always the best. And these cannas right here, I would say, is level with my head, and I am about 5'9", 10", and then still going up are the flowers way up there. So this is so nice and tall. And so is this one here. It's just way up there. I love cannas when you can water them like crazy, and these get watered very nicely. But when they don't have water, they're never happy. The figs, considering it died to the ground, they're about 6 feet tall, and there are figs on them. I just don't know if they will make it to harvest. If we have a late frost, I might actually get some. We will see what happens here. I'm just glad they came back. I know I keep showing these sunflowers, but I just think they're so cool that I did not plant them, and they came up and they're so tall and so big. And next to it, my Yucca rostrata, I'm actually going to cut this off. I think it's had its time now. And especially if we get some wind, I don't want that to be up there on it. Mule Palm update. There is growth. I want to show you. So we've got new growth right here. You can see that frond is coming up, and then there's another one right here coming up. So I think fertilizing like crazy is definitely helping with that. I just want it to get bigger, obviously. I woke up in the middle of the night, and there's this gigantic boat on the Hudson, and apparently it is laying cables down, but really pretty lights. I am very excited today because my friend Jim, who you saw his garden last week, has a bunch of musabastu that he wants to get rid of because he's got too many. I don't think you can ever have too many, but he has a little bit of a smaller yard, so he wants to thin them out a little bit. So that means I get some. So I'm very excited. I probably need to go in my older car because I don't want to mess up my new car with bananas and dirt and all that kind of stuff. So I am planning on going over there later today, which is exciting. And I hope I show some more of his garden because it was a little rushed last time. But let's see how many musabastu I get, and then I can put them on my hill, which is where I really want to put them. And it's a great day to do it because tomorrow we are getting the rain from the hurricane. And so it should be a big rainy day, and that'll be really good for all of them. So I'm here to pick up the bananas, but I had to look at this needle palm one more time. It's just so fabulous. But look at these needles on there. They're just crazy. Crazy needles. And some musabastu and just Crape Myrtles. But here are some good bananas that he got from me. So this is great. I'm going to put them in the car. Just have to figure it out. The cat is watching what I'm doing. So now I just got to figure out how to get them in my car. Such a pretty garden. Just amazing. Love all his bananas. And now I have a few of his, which is great, but they just look fantastic. So pretty. I've got the musabastu in water right now. I need to go out and dig and put it in, thanks to Jim. I thought I would show you how the monkey puzzle is doing, and I found an old picture of it, and I'm going to insert that in here so you can see how much it has grown in comparison to the wall. And you can't even see the lower half down there, but it is looking really good. I felt like this year it really kind of took off and got much bigger and actually much thicker. I wanted to talk about this rubusta here, Washingtonia rubusta, that there's a pindo right in front of it that's in a pot that's going to come inside. But this one I grew from seed. It's only gone through one winter outside, and I have been watering like crazy over here because my banana plants are over here and my cannas are over here. So sometimes I read about people saying that Robusta should not have that much water, and this one has had I literally water this area twice a day, if not 3 times a day, and it has grown so much this summer because of this. And so that just kind of shows you that they do like water, or they're growing well with water. And you could disagree with me on that, but this is kind of proof that it's doing really well with lots of water. I know the lighting is not good because it's a very dark day, but I wanted to show you my Phoenix dactylifera that I grew from seed from edible dates. And it's got a nice little trunk down here. It is not in full sun. Some weeds coming up in there, but it's got new growth on it, and it seems quite happy. And right here, this is about at, I would say, 5 feet living over here, and it is in the canopy or underneath all my bamboo over here. I do need to do some weeding, and I've got musabastu on this side, so it's definitely not getting full sun, but I had several people ask about it. So this will be its third, yeah, I don't like saying that word, one for this palm. It's gone through 2 already, but it's going into its 3rd one. I have pomegranates of various sizes. There's one here, not quite ripe. That one's a little smaller there, it's a little more red. Got some bigger ones back in here. I saw even a smaller one. Oh yeah, these are definitely smaller here. That one We'll see if those even make it, but more in there. Another small one there. So I've got various shapes and sizes in here. And my Trachycarpus seeds are definitely getting bigger. It's so weird how last year there was nothing, and this year I thought I was going to have nothing, and then all of a sudden I had stuff. And here are just a few of the Crape Myrtles that my friend Paul and my friend Jim gave me. The rain really got to these last night, but they're still looking pretty good out here in the front yard, which I normally don't mess with that much because of the deer and everything else that love to hang out here. This is the large Crape Myrtle that my friend Chris gave me that we dug up that was on his fence line. And even though parts of it need to be cut back, there's other parts that have growth on it. And there's a lot of green in this. So I'm just happy it survived the transplant and is doing really well. I can hear my birds and dog singing along together in there inside. Gigantic Tequila Agave. It's just looking good, and I have to build the structure for that one. And over here, not quite as big, my Agave americana, I have to build the structure for that as well. I have so many tomatoes to make sauce with, and I've been making sauce all along. It's just a lot. And even more here in the kitchen. I'm gonna try to tackle these today. I have more here and more here. I have a lot to make sauce with. And the sauce is going in the big pot. Lotus update. I did add some fertilizer, water lily fertilizer to this, I guess maybe a week or two ago, and I think it actually helped because I see more upward growth. We will see. I know the container is not the biggest container, but I think it will do for the rest of the season here. We will see. And over there, my Tetrapanex continues to grow. And I really, really like this plant. I hope I can get it through the winter by bringing it inside because it is quite lovely. I had some peppers that I meant to put in my garden out there, and I just ran out of time, and I just wanted to show they are doing pretty well despite being on the deck. I didn't think they would do so well, but they actually did okay here. So it is possible on a deck. I don't think it's ideal, but it is possible. I think I hear thunder. Okay, garden meltdown of the week. This week has just been crazy with my travel and the hurricane coming in and all of these crazy things, but I think my meltdown of the week is that I am clearly running out of summer. And I know I alluded to that last week, and now I'm really feeling it this week. It's just, I feel like there's so much I need to do in this next month, but I also want to enjoy the rest of August. But I know the moment September 1st hits, I'm going to be in a panic. I need to find some help to help me in the garden because I've got too much to do. There's someone that works at my favorite Mexican restaurant, and I'm hoping he will want to jump in and join this fun process. But yeah, it is a little insane, and I have a lot to cover, and I am definitely going to start early this year. But that is my meltdown. I'm feeling that weight of everything coming in that I have to cover, but I'm going to enjoy the rest of August and then kick in the gear. But September in New York is actually really warm usually and really nice, and we have it's like beautiful pool beach weather, so it's kind of hard to start that process. But last year I waited too long, plus I was in Greece last year for a little bit of that. I'm hoping this year will be much easier. Let's hope so. Let's hope this meltdown is less of a meltdown and just a little like panic about the fact that summer is kind of concluding. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. Doctor, I need help. I just can't go on like this. I wake up in the middle of the night and all I can think about is the Mule Palm. The Mule Palm, it's driving me crazy. And I don't think it loves me. It doesn't want to grow. It just stays there like doing nothing.
Don't you have other palm trees?
Look, I know I have other palms. You don't have to tell me that. But I need help. This Mule Palm is driving me crazy. Crazy, I can't go on like this. It has to start growing.
Let's go back to your childhood. Do you think something early in your development caused this?
Look, you and your little sterile doctor world with no palm trees. How dare you? How dare you tell me that I am crazy? There is nothing crazy about me. Nothing. I may have a lot of palm trees and I may live in New York, but that is no reason to tell me I am crazy. So from now on, you stick to your doctor stuff and make me well. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this week. I hope all of you will make some comments. I hope you liked my little soap opera. I thought it was funny. I thought it was entertaining. So let me know what you think. I hope you will comment on my Mealybug issue that I'm having with my tree fern. I really want to get that taken care of before I start figuring out what I'm going to do with that particular tree fern for the fall. And if any of you are in zone 6 and have tree ferns and want to chime in on the best method to deal with this, I would love to know. And I also have a question. If any of you have pomegranates, I have my one tropical pomegranate, and last year I've got it through the winter just fine, but maybe I'm overprotecting it. So with the wonderful pomegranate that like you buy in the store, I would love to know what everyone's take on that as far as covering in zone 6B. I covered last year with a tarp and Christmas lights, and I still haven't had flowers on that one yet. So it may be that it's just still young. It may be that I'm overprotecting it in the winter and it needs a little more cold. That's what I would like to know. But please like and subscribe. It does help with the algorithms, and I really appreciate everyone watching. And I hope your gardens are going well, and let me know what's going on. I love hearing from all of you.